Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your next session of Group Therapy. I am King Bear in the building.
El gordito bonito, ya tú sabes, de Atlanta. Heavy duty cutie.
Heavy duty cutie.
Ladies and gentlemen, you're stuck with the two of us today.
It's only the boys today.
It's only the boys.
We apologize.
The Madam Michelle K is out. She abandoned us. So now we're going to act a fool because, again, we have no supervision.
That's right.
So we're going to do some talking, and we're going to hold you up for a little while, and we're going to have some fun. Once again, thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing. You know, thank you for our international viewers all over the world. You want to do the quick shout-out?
Shout out to India!
Don't forget Indonesia,
Algeria,
the Philippines,
my people,
Dominican Republic,
mi gente, Jersey,
and Lithia Springs.
the one and only Lithia Springs. Holla!
But yeah, so thank you for that. Don't forget. You know, for our Spotify family, we thank you guys for coming aboard.
Yes.
Big shout out to you guys because we're growing on Spotify as well. YouTube family, check us out on Spotify as well. Spotify, come on over to the YouTube family. You know, either or. We're all one big family, so we enjoy you on both sides. It's the Group Therapy Podcast on Spotify, and it's Connect 360's The Group Therapy on YouTube. So check us out on both. We'll provide links down below for YouTube and off to the side on Spotify. So check us out on that. So.
And put on the closed caption, because it's funnier that way.
It sure is. It sure is. So Heavy Duty, you ready to get it going?
Shout out to the squiggly line people.
Oh,
My people from India! Pakistan! Much love, much love. Thank you to the Hindus. Nothing but love. What's the matter? They're great fans.
The
squiggly lines. They look like...
You know what? Okay. Thank you, y'all, for subscribing.
Love you guys.
Love you. And for commenting. Thank you. We appreciate it.
Yes.
Stop it. Just stop.
We had a comment, couldn't understand it. Even Google said, huh?
That is not...
I was like, turn it upside down.
We have Google Translate, so we get it. We thank you.
We appreciate you guys.
We're trying to figure out how to comment back in it, but we're there.
I was asking my daughter to screw with me.
You know what? Are you ready to get started?
Let's go!
Without further ado, let's get to it.
One thing we're talking about with leaders is if you go to group therapy, and this is something that I emphasize, no two group leaders are necessarily going to lead group in the same way.
All right, so we're going to get a little personal on this one.
Uh-oh.
All right.
Hold my hand. Hold my hand.
I'm not holding your hand.
Let's go.
Heavy. All right, so Big Toe,
yes,
I want to know.
Let's go.
So, say we're both in relationships with different people.
Hope it's not the same one.
Right. I mean,
that'd be weird.
We got to clean that up for some people. Yeah. But, you know, we're in relationships, right? And say you're in a relationship and I happen to come over, you're having a barbecue or something like that.
Okay.
And you happen to have or be in a relationship with a beautiful young lady who you adore and all this good stuff. But I happen to notice from my own perspective that she's kind of abusive. Meaning, you know what, we'll just start with not physically, but just verbally. Okay. Right? She's saying stuff, she's getting a bit out of pocket. And you're a loving guy and you know, you have company around.
Sure.
And she's laying it on thick. Maybe you did something she don't like, or she's just doing stuff.
Yeah.
Is it wrong for me to intervene in in what's the word? In protection of you. Like, should I say something?
Okay.
Or should I just, kind of skulk back in the crowd with everybody else and just, watch what's going on? Like, oh wow, she's really in on.
Yeah.
Like, what should I do from your perspective?
Because of our relationship,
right?
And I've mentioned this publicly and privately. I love you like a brother.
Absolutely.
You're my left titty, the sweaty one. You know what I mean? I got nothing but love for you, bro.
Oh God, we gotta.
Oh, I'm sorry, booby. Clean that up.
Come on, man.
Shout out to Ms. Robinson. But because of our relationship,
right.
I know that any feedback you will give me will be to protect me, right? Mm-hmm. But what's important is how you relay that message and when. Because if I'm in the middle of an argument and you come up and be like, yo, Tone, chill out, and trying to embarrass, or not trying to embarrass me, but I may feel, we all hate that word.
Yeah.
I mean, feel embarrassed because everyone is hearing us now.
Gotcha.
Right.
That's
one thing. But if you pull me to the side, be like, yo, Tone, let me talk to you for a second. And have a private conversation, I would absorb that much better.
Okay. All right. And what if it's the type of situation where, like, she's in the middle of doing something, like going off on you, and it's not so much that I'm making a scene as much as I'm like trying to extend corrective criticism. Like if she's like, I don't know, you see, Tone, you always do that. I can't stand what you do. Why do you got to do stuff like this? Like stuff like that. And then I just say something like, hey, it's no need for you to be doing all that in front of everybody. Come on now. Like I'm directing it towards her.
Right.
So I'm not.
Everyone heard you.
Right. You see what I'm saying?
Right. I know your intentions are good, but that's gonna spark.
Absolutely.
Probably not by me. I'm like, yeah, you're right. But the other party,
you better not. Jesus.
But the other party might even explode now because now they feel attacked.
Absolutely. Even though they're the ones instigating the attack. Right.
Absolutely.
In the moment.
Correct.
So I shouldn't do that.
I would say correct. You should not that way.
Okay.
Or come to us and be like, hey guys, can we come go to the room, have a quick question. Something, just take us out from that environment so not everyone is listening or experiencing that argument.
Okay.
Because that's how I would approach it to you. I'm like, yo, Bear, even though I know how you are, you're like, F that, I don't care, I'm like, no, Bear, let's go to the garage, let's talk real quick, But my personality is different than yours, right? You're very direct. I'm more of like, okay, let's put a little cushion in here. We don't get the same message. Right. But in a different format.
Now, what if it's just the three of us? Say I came over to drop something off and maybe she didn't even know I was there.
Yeah.
And she's losing it. I don't know. And, should I even, I don't want to call it having a right, but should I say anything? Or
if it's not physical, it's just verbal.
Right.
No. What I would ask you as my brother is pull me to the side later on or call me or text me. Let's talk. Hey man, what, you good? Because I overheard and man, whatever, that was disrespectful.
Right.
I want some guidance.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
Because if you're adding and it's just me and her and she assuming it's just us, and you come out from nowhere like woohoo,
You set me up.
You set me up.
Right.
Waka waka waka. Then that would actually add to the argument. You didn't tell me he was coming over or whatever. You know what I mean? Again, more fuel to the fire.
Right. I really don't know where I stand on that. Yeah. Being somebody who's built for contention, and I'm here for the smoke, for lack of a better term. So
yeah.
If somebody brings a certain energy to me, I'm gonna express that energy right there in the scene. I'm not one of those, if it's my mate. If it's my mate and they're getting loud or they're starting to have this aggressive energy towards me in a moment, I don't care who's around. Like, if you bringing it to me in that moment, I'm bringing it back to you in that moment. Because people aren't going to see me get beat up. Right. And then I take you back behind scenes and say, hey, you know what? How you were acting was immature. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, because I'm not going to deal with the Stockholm syndrome or the battered husband syndrome later. And then, like you coming back, hey, Bear, you okay? Because, you know, last time when we were over, we saw. Yeah. And I'll be like, now I got to look like, oh, no, this black eye is from falling down the stairs. Like,
I trip over my dog.
They're like, nah, y'all saw what happened. Like, we went for blows, and both of us was like hooking and jabbing.
I'm passing you the 800 number for abuse.
Like, did you pass her one too? Because she got it too. Like, you know, but I mean, in that situation, I would expect, or expect is such a harsh word.
Right.
I would
prefer.
I would request that you would be the type to kind of referee or step in and mediate the situation. Not so much jump on my side,
right.
or not so much jump on her side, but be like,
let me hear both sides.
You guys. Well, not so much like to. And mediate is the wrong word, because that's exactly where you went with it. You went with the proper place based on the word that I used. But more so, hey, you guys are really getting escalated, and I'm around, or people around. You guys really want to do this?
The kids are around,
right?
That kind of
you guys really want to do this around all these people? Yeah. Like to kind of get us to step out of the situation.
So if
together.
You're heated, though, you're not going to curse me out for me saying.
I might, but you're my brother. I expect you to take that heat, and then later I'll be like, yo, Tone. Yeah. I was wrong. Okay. I apologize. I should not have went off on you. She did some stuff, and
you were in the moment.
Everybody was catching shots. Everybody could get in the moment. I didn't mean that towards you. I apologize. I would definitely come back and do that.
Yeah,
I definitely would.
I know you would.
But in that situation, because I'm so contentious, I'm so built for the smoke that if somebody brings it to me in a minute, I'm bringing it right back in a minute. So I need somebody to come in and basically to separate us, right? To be like, hey, both of y'all, you're both doing too much in this situation. Are you sure you want to? Sure. And if we're both like, get the fuck out the way, because this is going down, then be like, all right, I tried.
Yeah. I'm like, all right.
You've been put on notice that y'all are doing this in front of people. Yeah. So now if you do it, you've been told.
We won't talk about you.
Right. Yeah. Now you're airing your dirty laundry, and you know that we're watching. Yeah. So you can't say later, why are people talking about us? Right. Because you've been told.
If I may ask.
Yeah.
I want to get a little deeper.
Okay.
Dr. Heavy Duty Cutie.
Oh, shoot.
Hold on a second. We got to get deep.
Oh, wow. I didn't even see the flip. Okay.
You like that?
I like that. Okay.
King Bear in the building.
Uh-huh.
Have you ever worked in the past, I'm not saying when you're a teenager, but as an adult, in a customer service kind of environment that you have to deal with customers face to face, not over the phone?
To an extent, yeah.
How did you feel when there was like customers pushing back for whatever reason?
Because I'm able to separate business from personal, I don't allow that to bother me. Okay. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like they might start with the rah-rah, but it's like, yo, I worked my 8 hours and now I'm gone. Okay. So I get you.
So if someone's on your face, like, let's just say you're selling a crap phone, right? And they're upset because they're Android fans. Shout out to Android, right? And they're like, I hate this crap. You sold me. You told me this was the best phone. And they just pointing your finger and just yelling at you. Can you still handle that
I can.
without raising your anger?
I absolutely can. mine isn't so much on the customer service sales side. You know, in engineering that I've done, it's more so if on the type of engineering, like if in parts of my career when I've had to work on tools or machinery where there's been operators on the front end and they're working on a big piece of machinery, and say that machine goes down, or they want to go on break and the machine's running good and their boss told them they can't go on break until their job is done.
Gotcha.
So what they'll do is sometimes they'll do something to the machine so the machine goes down so they could go on break while the engineers and the technicians will have to come in and fix the machine.
Right, like what happened?
Yeah.
Reboot.
Right, right. So they'll call us and be like, hey, my machine just went down. So we'd have to come out there and take a look at the machine. Now they'll come over and put up the act. Man, this stupid machine's been acting up all day. Like, I ain't been able to hit my numbers all day.
Right.
But because it's an open floor, we've been observing them all day. Like, you ain't been in your pod. You've been talking to this person. You've been hanging out with this person. And now I can't go off on them because at that point I work for a different company, but as a contracted engineer, my job is to make sure the machine stays up and running. So you work for this company and you run the machine.
Got it.
I work for this company and I repair the machine. So if you start complaining the machine ain't working, it's my job to make sure the machine's working. You see, so that's the customer service side that I have.
So it's not like a retail customer service.
It's not
like
retail.
you sell shoes or
Right.
electronics.
But I still had to deal with the same type of angered customers, so to speak, because they're like, you know what? This ain't work all day.
Okay.
I've been dealing with it. So when they start with the anger and the rah-rah, and I'm like, there ain't nothing wrong with this machine. But I know what they did to it, or I know what's going on with the machine. I can't turn around and just say, motherfucker, you broke this on purpose. I can't do that.
But it's still the difference compared to like an everyday customer service coming in every single day, you know, complaining not just about a product or service.
Well, it's pretty much the same thing because it makes it a little more intense because it's the same people. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. So if I see John Brown on Monday, and I know John Brown's tendencies is to at 11:30 his machine always goes down because 11:45 he wants to take his break, but his manager told him no breaks until you finish this load.
Yeah.
But his machine breaks every day at this time, and I'm off the floor or I'm fixing somebody else's stuff, and here he comes into where I'm already working on something. Bear, this damn machine, this thing don't work. I don't know what you did last time, but the thing ain't worked right all week. Right. This is some bull. Why is my machine always broke? And I can't just go, motherfucker, I know what you're doing. Like, I gotta go, all right, Mr. Brown,
I'll fix it.
As soon as I finish this, I'm gonna get right on it. Well, I need to do this because my numbers ain't right, and it's because of you and this machine.
Okay, it's my fault.
Okay, I'm gonna take care of that. Well, you need to tell my manager the reason I'm not hitting my numbers is because of this machine being broke, and you won't fix it right. I'm not gonna tell him that.
Right.
Because the machine been running all day and all night up until you got here.
Right.
And now it broke at 11:30, 15 minutes before you go on break. But now this is what I'm thinking. I can't say that to him.
Sure.
But I'm thinking it.
You gotta process it like, I hear you.
Right. And I want to say the things that this tells me I want to say, like, but I can't because I gotta have that customer service.
I got you.
So I, from what you're saying, it's the same type of interaction that I gotta have with somebody that's in a store where you know the customer's bullshit, but you can't say it. You have to have a certain demeanor when you approach.
Agreed.
So
100%.
Okay.
Agreed.
So I think that's where you're going with the point, but where
a little deeper on
Okay.
this. Let's just say when you were young and you saw Grandma Bear and Grandfather Bear. Did they have static arguments in front of you guys like that, or they just push it to the side or went to the room and argue later? Like out of mind, out of sight kind of theory. That you remember.
Honestly, I got to be truthful.
Yeah.
That's not really a family trait of mine.
So
Going back from
you want to say
great grandparents, it's
you
contention is a thing. Yeah, because now my grandmother and grandfather, they were separated when I was a baby, so I didn't really. They were up until like I was maybe 3 is when they finally divorced. So I didn't.
Okay, you weren't
I wasn't
really
around.
Okay,
right.
So what about mom and dad then?
My.
So that's when you saw it. Okay.
You know, that's why, you know, my mother had a nickname, and it involved a bottle of 409. Shout outs to Sleep and my mom. They know the story. I bottle of 409.
Can't wait until we turn on these cameras.
Boy, yeah, that's a crazy one.
Okay.
But so contention was like imbibed in my upbringing. Like I didn't. It wasn't a lot of, you know, parents would argue, see the kids and be like, hey, we need to discuss this away from the kids.
Right.
It was always right here, right now. And that was mainly my mom's. My dad, he's a lot more passive with it. Like my dad was always the teddy bear. He was always the work hard, and you know, when there's a problem, he solves the problem, and then it's never big enough to get emotional about it.
Got it.
That was my dad.
Got it.
My mom, instant. Like if dishes get left in the sink, 100%.
Yeah.
Like we're going 0 to 100 instantly.
Okay.
And she was like that. And she was always built for contention.
So do you think when you were a kid, because usually us kids, you know, especially when we're small, we're like a sponge.
Right.
And we're going to copy it psychologically as well. It's like a copy paste, right?
Right.
Do you think that part of that is why you argue the way you argue? Or you stand for your
absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
That could be.
It gotta be.
The reason why I'm saying this is because I'm the opposite. When my parents used to, and they argue a lot, because remember, we lived together, of course, but we also have businesses. So my mom and dad was always at work together.
Gotcha.
So it was static home, static at business. The business static or problems was bringing it to the house and vice versa. So there was always static. But they either made us go to our room, or if there was like my mom was like the pit bull. My dad was like the chihuahua until he got really upset. He was passive like your dad.
Okay.
You know, that's why how I am as well. I'm real calm. Okay, let's talk about it. Let's figure it out. And my mom was like, and he's like, I hear you. My friend, I hear you. You know, that's how my dad was until he blew up.
Gotcha.
So just thinking about it, you know, as a child, I was a sponge. I'm very similar, even when I was married. And you know, my ex-wife, that she was very aggressive when it went to arguments, right? And especially with my stepson or my daughter, I always said, hold up, let's go to the room, or let's send them to the room. But her mind was like, very similar to you. Anywhere, any place, let's go. I'm like, there's kids here. You know, or we're in a family function. Let's take it outside. That's just me.
Okay.
So that's how I was just wondering if it was like something taught or seen when we were younger. You know, even, you know, how you were, if you were with customer service. Because folks like myself are great in customer service.
Yeah.
Because as a former bank manager, you know, banker, what have you, I've had clients throw things at me, you know, curse me out, you know, kept my demeanor, you know, and that what made me help me go up the ladder, because I never matched their energy.
Right.
You know, I'm team opposite. You go high, I go right in the middle or low. Now you try to smack me, now I'm going right. I'm in. Woo, Matrix.
There you go.
You know. So
that's interesting.
I was just wondering.
Yeah. So for me, when you put it in that regard, I have it in me from my maternal side, my mother, my grandmother, that side of the family. But I definitely observed and learned from my dad.
Okay.
You know, watching my dad and how he interacted with my mother. Because, like you said, you know, my dad was a lot like your dad.
Peacemaker.
Yeah. Like, my mother was, you know, for in the opposite way. She was the troll. Rah, 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 rah. Why is this? Why is this that? Why is this? Why is this that? Rah, rah, rah. Like
Can't
always.
wait for the comments.
And my dad was the Great Dane. He just, my mom biting at his ears, biting at his hand. He just.
He just turn over like.
Yeah. He just. And then he'd be like, after a while, he'd just be like, babe, if you want it done, I'm going to get it done. But all that doesn't help, right? But they never, but they never like shoot us or ushered us out. Right. He would just get to the point where she would get so much that he would just, rah, rah, rah. And then she just, oh, who you think you talking to? Right.
Breaking walls.
It would get worse. And then he would just be like, then you see it in his face like, I shouldn't have said nothing. I should have just did what I needed to do. Like, you would see it in his face. And then after she do all that, my dad would be the type like, are you done? Like, are you done? Like, he wouldn't match her energy. Right. He would blow up after he couldn't take it. Levels. And then after she matched that, he just sit back and get it all out. Are you done? All right. Can we go ahead and do this? And then you could tell it was boiling her, and then he just started laughing.
That's how me and my ex-wife was.
Yeah, my
she
dad
used to get mad at me, forgive me for cutting you off, because I didn't argue back.
Yeah.
And she's like, why? How come you ain't saying nothing? Why?
Yeah.
Why do I need to go back and forth? In your mind, you're right. So whatever I say, it's just a waste of time.
You people are amazing.
You know what I said? I was like, you won. I want to watch TV now. Then the holy oil came out.
It's funny because I literally just recently started doing that with the wife. And it's not, any type of psychological warfare. I've gotten to the age now where I'm starting to realize that. Like, I've hit that epiphanal moment where it's just like for us, and this is getting way into our stuff too much. Like, we had this thing because both of us are headstrong, both of us are alphas, and both of us are built for contention.
Great people,
right? But we're just both headstrong people. Well, we'll both get to a point where we'll get up 6-7 o'clock in the morning to start our day. And if it's a day where neither one of us have to be somewhere, you get to scrolling or something on your phone. And then she'll bring up something that she sees on the phone, or I'll bring up something, either one of us. And then it'll be something that she's on one side of the fence, I'm on the other side. And in the middle of that, an argument will ensue because we both are on different sides of whatever this inconsequential subject matter is, because it's from the phone. We were scrolling. Has nothing to do with our family, friends, nothing. Something somebody did on social media somewhere. Right. And she feels left about it, and I feel right. Not right, but right side versus left side. Yeah. I don't want to be. Why do you got to be right? So to fix it, she feels right-sided, and I feel left-sided.
Get it.
Fix y'all moms. Anyway, because I know they gonna start it.
No speakity.
But it'll turn into an argument. Now, it started at 7 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
12:30, 1 o'clock in the afternoon, we're still shouting at each other. 7 different topics have been discussed.
And it's still pissed off from the first one.
And we're not even arguing about the first topic no more.
Right.
I'll look at the watch and I'll look at the dog and I'll be like, the dogs haven't even been outside yet. My poor dogs are crossing their legs like, I'm going to piss on the bed.
Don't get mad at me.
Not, I will shit right here in front of you.
Right.
Like, he's sitting there like, I ain't been out all night.
Right.
You got up at 6:30.
Right.
It is 12. And I'm just sitting here listening to y'all argue. And I am a Frenchie. I am not a Great Dane with a bladder this big. My bladder is this big when it's full.
Right.
What are you going to do? And
Help me help you.
Y'all ain't even dressed.
Right.
Y'all are still butt naked in the bed arguing.
Right. Oh, you just gave me an image.
Yeah. With covers on. With covers on.
I hope so.
With blankets still on, okay?
Okay, thank you. As long as they're nice silk ones.
So, okay, I won't give that description. But, and you know, and we will get so heated, and then it'll turn into, well, you know, last week when you did this, and like all those will come up. So I started realizing, and this was fairly recent, in the last year or two, I started doing what you do now. I'll be like, it's 12 o'clock. The dogs ain't been out. What are we doing?
Over nothing.
This all started from one of the Real Housewives said something about her husband on a show that I didn't even see. Like, you watched the show, and then people on social media talking about it, you were scrolling, and you brought it up.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. I just had an opinion about it that different from yours, and now 3 hours, 4, 6 hours later, we're arguing about it. So I'll go, you know what? Just in the middle. Like, she'll make her last point. I'm like, you know what? All right, you got it.
Yeah.
You got it. You believe what you believe. I'm with you. Whatever it is that you believe, I'm with you.
Yeah.
So that's all you're gonna say? I don't know what else to say. That's what you wanted, right? That's why we were arguing, because I didn't agree with you. I'm agreeing with you. You're so full of shit. You just doing that because you don't want to keep talking about it. Right. You're right again. I don't want to keep talking about it, and you're right. You see, see, that's that shit. See, but when you have a topic, you know, and she got that that's when that Baltimore comes out on her, because it ain't the word you, it's you. That strange hook on the you. You have something that you want to talk. You want to keep on, and I'm like, will you stop saying you like that? And then here it swings back up, and I'm like, you know what? You baited me back into it, and I'm like, we ain't gonna keep doing this.
I can give you some advice how to attack that.
And here's how I'll go. You know what? I see what just happened. We ain't gonna do this again.
It's a trigger, right?
Yeah, I'm like, I see what you just did, because you got me back in, and the dog's got to go out. So we.
Yeah.
Oh, see, all of a sudden, the dog been waiting all this time, and now all of a sudden the dog, like, she's looking.
Right.
She's looking for something to bait it back in, and it's just like, I'm just gonna walk off now.
Right.
Like, I'm done. There's nothing else I can say. Oh, okay. So when I still want to talk about something, you just gonna walk up, like, and then that's how it ends up. I'll just walk the fuck, like, it's nothing else I could possibly do.
If I may ask, I'm hearing a lot of your point of view, right?
That's the only point of view.
There we go. Trigger.
I was joking just now because you played. Go ahead.
But do you think you do the same when it comes to, let's just say, if the missus, Mama Bear, wants to end the conversation, but you're still antagonizing, still pushing the buttons? Do you still do that, or have you caught yourself lately saying, "Okay, I gotta stop doing that"?
Yes and no, but the reasoning and intent is different. She might receive it different, but behind it's different. It's not because I want to keep arguing. And it sounds so
you just want to be
self-absorbed. And it's not even that I want to be right. Like, my thing is, if it's something that's wrong in a house, or it's something that's just it's something that's a deal breaker or is driving me crazy, I'll bring that up, and then she'll get real dismissive about it. Just making a real simple example.
Sure.
Not saying this is exactly it, because I'm not trying to put y'all all up in my household.
Long story short,
right? I'm a stickler about dishes, right? I don't like dirty dishes left in the house. You don't like
it leaving there.
I don't. Say there was a dirty fork left on the counter all night, and I'll go into the kitchen. Hey, babe, did you leave this fork on the counter? Oh yeah, I did. Babe, can you please just put it in the dishwasher's right there? Like, taking the time, go from there to there. Babe, I said I'll do it. okay, first of all, calm down.
I see the.
You see what I'm saying?
The
Right,
snowball
right.
effect.
Right. And I'm like,
Yeah.
calm down. I just asked about the fork. All that extra rah-rah, it wasn't necessary.
Sure.
Well, all of a sudden, now when you got a problem, nobody can say nothing to you. But now when I ask you about something, I already said I was going to take care of it.
Right.
And I'll go, I understand you said that. All I'm saying is, you could have just simply said, okay, I got it. But you coming off like, yo, like you're ready to fight over it. I'm just saying you didn't have to do all that extra with it. Well, I said what I said. The problem is what you said, right? And that's where the thing will escalate with us, right? Right.
Yeah.
So that's where the argument will balloon on my side.
Yes.
It will come from the respect level on the side of the argument.
Sure.
So it's not necessarily I want to keep arguing. It's okay, here's what the issue was, but now you made it about something else, and I'm trying to talk about the something else. Now, if you listen to what I'm saying and I'm telling you, okay, release the disrespect side, and then we good. Like, for me. And she's not here to defend herself, so I can speak without contention.
We can call her.
No. That's not what I said.
No, we ain't doing that. We're not doing that. This is group therapy for me.
Yeah.
But
King Bear edition.
That's right.
Good title.
So she has her therapy. I have mine.
Sure.
No, but if she would have dealt with it like when I said, okay, first of all, you can release all that bass and all that, because I just asked about the moment before. Right. And then she go, all right, you're right, but I was just letting you know about the fork, but you're right, I have to hit you with all that. But okay, I won't leave it on there, or I'll do better to make sure I don't. All right, cool. At that point, I'm able to say, okay, she acknowledged what I wanted, and I'm good from there. Like, for me, it won't be, yeah, but she's still disrespecting me, or yeah, the fork was still left, or she did this before and it's still bothering me, so I still gotta find something else. That's not how I work. It's okay, this was the problem. Address the problem. Sure. If you address the problem, then cool, we're done. But then the second you bring another issue in, I'm going to address that issue.
Domino effect.
Right. So now we're arguing about the secondary issue. So now we're off the original issue.
Yes.
Now,
and that secondary's made it bigger.
It's made it bigger.
In most cases.
And which is how we end up in the typical arguments where they'll start at 6 o'clock in the morning and then it's 12 and then we don't even remember what we're arguing about, because it's like, whoa, first of all, that thing is now the problem when it's not even the original thing. Right. Because that's where I go. I'm big on respect.
Yes.
Right? So I'm gonna give the same respect that's given. Yes. And if you disrespect, you best believe I'm disrespecting back. You know, it's how I'm built. And the contentious nature that I have, that's just how I'm gonna do things. I'm not one to just shy down because of the situation.
Sure.
And
that's fair.
And I wish I was one that can focus.
Right.
Like on the topic.
Sure.
Like, hey, here's the issue. Blah 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 blah. Okay.
Like,
but is the issue
basically.
Right.
Yeah.
That would make things so much better if I was that way. Yeah. It'd be like, I hear all the disrespect. Yeah, okay. But are we still gonna fix the fork?
Right. The fork.
Like, those people are awesome. Those people are awesome.
That's me.
Yeah.
I'm like,
y'all are awesome. Because you could go, yeah, all that you're talking.
I hear
all
you.
that.
Yeah,
I hear that. But
right
is this fixed?
Yeah.
Is this fixed?
That's me.
And they go, yes, I'll fix that. Because that literally calms down stuff. Yeah. I've seen it happen. That's awesome. Yeah. I don't have that gene. I wish I did. God dog, I wish I had it. Because it would, oh my God, that'll fix so many things between me and a wife.
Well, buy my tapes for $19.99.
But I just,
if I may ask Dr. Big Tone, aka the what?
Heavy Duty Cutie.
I'm Dr. Heavy Duty Cutie at the moment. I got the glasses.
You got the glasses.
When you mention babe, is this your fork? Mm-hmm. And she said, oh, yes, I forgot, right? Why didn't you just leave it right there and just, that's it? And you could have just said, okay.
Shut up, Tom. Leave me alone.
You could have said, okay, babe, and just walked away, because you're going to assume because you brought it up in that moment, she's going to pick it up. But because you said, I'm just assuming, because you said, babe, and you said in a good tone, babe, why didn't you just put it in the sink? By saying that, now you triggered her, because she may feel some kind of way, like defensive, like, oh, does he think like I'm a child? You know what I mean?
You caught that, didn't you?
Yeah.
You caught that.
Know, I got my glasses on too.
You caught that. You son of a bitch.
That's what I'm assuming. Here's why I'm saying that.
You assume it right.
Because I love you
that's
guys.
That's what happens.
I love you guys very much, right? Mm-hmm. One thing that we can never get back, no matter how rich you are, how happy, how sad, is time. And time with your special loved one. You guys are amazing together. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And just like me, you know, I'm looking forward to spending time with my future missus. You know what I mean? Because those are special moments.
Right.
Why waste it on petty arguments that at the end of the day, for the most cases, they don't really matter. It's silly. Silly. I'm just saying, like, overall for people, right? Mm-hmm. So, you know, what I would have done is she started barking, just go up to her and hug her. Look, you gotta try something different. Going raw and catch her off guard by giving her a hug and just kissing the cheek. You're like, you're right, babe. And then walk away. You're gonna mess with her psyche by doing that. She's gonna be like, what? Like, reboot? What just happened? I promise you. You do that once for me, and you text me if it worked. If it didn't work, I'll get you your Jersey Mike's. Oh, shout out to Jersey Mike's, by the way. That steak and cheese was phenomenal. Yeah. If you try something different, because what you're doing is not actually working, right? Because you guys are, in January, still, you know, bumping heads as two alphas. But if you just call her off guard, just once, Bear, just once, catch her off guard, she's barking, and you just go, you're right, babe. And then walk away. Don't even say nothing. I give it tea. You're gonna call me like, I had the best that night.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
I just don't want to be wrong.
You're just asking something that's impossible for me.
It's not impossible.
It is.
Because you love her.
I'm just not
you
built
for.
Yeah, but what you're asking, mm-hmm. You're asking, dude. You're taking an outlet
out of your
you're taking
zone.
A U.S. outlet and you're trying to plug in a European device, dog. It don't matter how much you want it to work. It just don't fit. I don't have that adapter. I don't know. I hear what you're saying, and it 100% makes all the sense in the world. 100%. I give it to you, dog. You are 100% spot on. I literally have bought these things. Thank God.
Okay.
I done got the glass on. All right, the funny tone is back. Funny tone is back. But no, everything that you say is so spot on, and I've literally thought these things.
Yeah.
Like, I've been in arguments with her and thought to myself, I was like, you know what would shut her up?
Yeah.
If while she in the middle arguing, and as hot as she is, and I can see the smoke fuming, I just go up to her and kiss her.
That's it.
Like, it would fuck us like,
yes.
But
it's psychological.
I'm mad too, and I don't have it in me do it. Like,
So give her an angry kiss.
No.
Give her an angry kiss and hold her booty and just say, you're right, babe.
I literally have thought these things. And here's the funny thing.
Yeah.
Like, my wife would tell you, like, she's one of those people, and this is how I know it'll work. Mm-hmm. Because she's one of those people that she said that in her past, in her youth, she was one of those people who enjoyed anger and makeup intimacy. She was one of those people.
That's your opportunity?
I hate it.
You get tired?
No, it's not even tired.
Okay.
Like when my mind's not right,
It's hard for me to get up.
I can't be bothered with people when I'm enraged by it.
Yeah.
I can't look at somebody and be angered and then be like, you know what I want to do right now? I really want to get into you and I don't.
Yeah, me too. I'm the same way.
I have murderous intent when I don't like somebody. Like I want to hurt people.
Yeah.
And it's, and I say it's because this is group therapy. It's supposed to be a safe space and all that.
Safe place.
Right. And maybe it's the Marine Corps upbringing. Maybe it's the New York upbringing. Maybe it's both. I don't know. But if I'm angry with somebody, I don't have it in me to be intimate.
It's hard for me
But the thought, like it literally, like looking at her, like when we're arguing, we're going back and forth, it literally popped in my head, you would really mess up right now if I did this. And I know
it's
would
like
work.
a circuit overload. Like,
Right. Like it would shut everything down.
Right.
Like if I just went up to her and just laid one on her, she just
and just grab her hand and say, let's go upstairs.
I guarantee you, I know her enough
You wanna argue more
that
with
it would just right. And that
Yes.
and you are right. You are right, brother. When you are right, I'ma tell you, you are right. I don't doubt anything you said. I just know I'm incapable of doing the very thing that you said. That would work.
I disagree with you.
It would work. I know
It's just
me,
difficult.
man. No.
It's
I know
difficult
me.
for you.
I know me. No, you don't understand.
Yeah.
Like when I get mad, I
see
literally look at people with murderous intent.
I see
I want to harm people when I'm mad at them. I can't look at somebody and be like, you know what? I would love to just, you know what, to shut you up if I put my thing in.
And just
like, no, it's like you're doing things to anger me. I would really enjoy for you to stop breathing. Like I'm not just saying that. I have murderous intent. Like I that's why I gotta walk away. Cause I don't have good intent when I'm angry with somebody. I'm not good with dealing with people when I'm angry.
Sure.
I'm not. And then with my stature, like this brain does not do well to think when I'm angry because I'm already thinking a certain way. And then being 6'4" and as big as I am, it's not good.
Sure.
It's not. So I'm not the type of person you want to anger and then think it's going to be okay. Because
But beyond,
it's a good thing I'm not as abled as I used to be. Because things used to get broke when I was younger.
That's because you got bad knees.
All that. Knees, back, all that.
Back hurts.
The ankles, everything. But it's good because it makes me sit down and think longer. And it's like, ooh, if I didn't feel that knee pop when I tried to stand up just now,
just to get some water,
you'd be out of here.
When you get up, do you have to hold like both sides? Like
absolutely.
Do you make the noise? Do you make noise?
I do.
You're
like an old man, yeah, boy.
Snap, crackle, pop.
Oh, dude, I just moved in the chair. My knee just like a transformer, dude.
You need some fish oil.
Oh man, I take those. I take my omega-3s. I take fish oils and what else? I take my Naticacees. I take garlic. Like
you need some sea moss.
And that's on top of all the medicine. You know what? We ain't gonna get into that. But yeah, I take a ton of stuff. But
so, moral of the story: do you think, again, everything triggered from when you were young and it just multiplied from what you watched and absorbed as a sponge? That's where I was trying to get.
I think
not blaming anybody, but it's just life.
I think the good stuff was absorbed. I think watching my dad interact with my mother was absorbed.
Got it.
I think the rage was DNA. I think, I think that part is the part it's just in me. Because I know how my mom is. I know how my grandmother was. I know how my grandfather was. I know how my aunts and uncles are. My maternal side, I know how they are.
Sure.
And they are very quick-witted and very...
they know how to spit.
Yeah, but I'm not... the wit I'm talking about, I'm not quick-witted, quick-wick.
Okay.
Like a wick, like on a firework or explosive. Like, you know, you light the fuse or quick fused. I should have said fused instead of wick.
Big words here.
Yeah, quick fused. You know, it doesn't take much to set me off. Gotcha. And then I have this elephant memory. You know, it's another thing that's both a blessing and a caveat. When people do right by me, I don't forget it. And I honor that always.
I would say so, yeah.
When people do me wrong, I stay at a certain level with them. It never calms down, you know. So it's like, okay, once you do me wrong, I'll raise up 10 degrees and then 10 degrees. And
you'll never get that close to me.
And then
at the end of the day,
I'll never get back to a level of, okay, I'm at a 60 with you, you know, a year later, you know, things have calmed down and now I'm back down to a 10. So now I have 50 more degrees before I get back to that anger level with you.
Okay.
I'm still here. Now, I can be cordial and deal with you, but then the second you set me off, I'm starting from 60. Now I'm at 70.
Because I remember last time.
Exactly. So it's there.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, the second something sets me off, it's like, remember old Donald Duck commercial?
Yes.
Like, as soon as he get mad, he cussing and swing.
It turns red.
That's me. Yeah. So, and it's like that with the wife. And it shouldn't be, but I mean, I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And it's like, and she's like, what? Why are you so upset? I'm like, because I'm still upset from the last shit. Like, you don't get a pass for, and she hates when I use the analogy. I try to get her to understand by using the punch in the face analogy. You know, and she hates when I use it because she takes it literally. She's like, when I do things to you, I'm not punching you in the face. So I hate when you use that term. And I'm like, but that's exactly what it is to me. Like, if you abuse me, or if you, whether it's physically, verbally, emotionally, any of those things, it's like you punch me in the face. Okay, you punch me in the face, you hit me. Oh shit. Okay. Now, the next time you do it, I'm gonna remember you punched me in the face. Now I'm gonna be guarded from the punch in the face. So next time you do it, you now punch me in the face twice. I'm not gonna forget that you punched me in the face twice.
Right.
So on the third time, you best believe the guard's up and I'm ready to swing. I'm like, nah, before you even get a chance, I'm on your ass.
Yeah.
And she's like, why are you acting like this when we're just now talking? Because you punched me in the face twice already. And I'll be damned if you punch me in the face the third time. Right. Like, it's not going down. And she can't for the life of me make the correlation between the punch in the face and the two offenses that happened before.
It's the terminology.
It is.
Instead of punch in the face, it's feelings. You hurt my feelings.
Right.
Yeah.
And because people who are emotional, if you say feelings, they expect the feelings to, because I feel this way on Monday, I feel different on Tuesday. Right. Because feelings are like breezes in the wind. But for somebody who's rational and logical, that doesn't go away. Right. Because 1 + 1 = 2 on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday.
You're absolutely right. I get you. But look at it as a virus, a computer virus.
Okay.
Right? It's there.
Uh-huh.
And you have to remove it before it corrupts the hardware, the hard drive.
Right.
How can you remove that virus? How can you add an antivirus so you can block it from coming in that form or that manner?
Right.
If you use processing.
Right. But, and I get that, but here's the problem. Once you remove that virus, you still have to have something in place to protect it from coming
antivirus
back.
That's what I mean.
Right.
Yep.
And that's what happens. So now there's an antivirus in place.
Yeah.
And what does the antivirus do? Makes it so that virus can't come back.
Blocking.
Exactly, which means you're still guarded. You don't ever calm down. Right.
Got it.
You don't ever calm down. Yeah. You stay guarded and vigilant against that thing happening again. Yeah. So that's literally, I thank you for putting it that way, but that's literally what's happening inside of me. You hit me once, I I get that out the way and I stay guarded so you don't hit me like that ever again.
Sure.
And then she's like, well, why don't you put that guard down so that you can stay calm? So next time I hit you, we start at this lower level where you had to build that antivirus again.
It's because of the patterns that I'm receiving is triggering me to be guarded, right? Because that same pattern you showed me last time hurt me, right?
Mm-hmm.
So now I'm sensing the same pattern again. Now I have to put my dukes up and say, you're not gonna hurt me, emotionally again.
Right.
So
right. As a geek, I use the term trend analysis.
There we go.
But it's pattern.
Yes.
Like that's what I tell. I say
engineer. Shout out to India. My engineer people.
When she asked that, I said your trend analysis shows that this is what you do.
She's like,
and she's like, why do you?
Yeah.
Like,
keep it
it's
basic,
how I
man.
speak.
Keep it
I
basic.
can't help it.
Yeah.
It's my programming.
If I take your crab legs away, and I just tease you with the butter, is it fair?
But I mean, it doesn't take from the fact that I love her, because I absolutely
very much
do.
And I see it.
But
all the
it's
time.
just, it's the way we go through things. It's the way we go through things, and it's because we're so different as people.
Yes.
Because I'm very logical and very rational in my thought process, and she's very emotional in her thought process. Whenever we have a situation where, okay, we're at a crossroads, we got to go right or go left, it's almost always contention, because I almost always want to go left and she almost always wants to go right. It's the law of the house of bear. It's how things work.
But what if you thought in that scenario, and just ask yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
What if I just took the right side in that example? Meaning, no. What I'm saying is not so much to agree with her, but to understand her why. Why does she believe the right side is the correct side? Just to test the theory, because if it goes wrong, that's when you go, oh, can we try my way now? It's one of those moments where Dr. Smalls, heavy duty cutie. It's one of those moments where you gotta let that person fall on their hiney and support it, so you can show them, okay, we tried it your way, we gave it a fair chance, can we do it what I suggested? Instead of saying, my way's the right way no matter what, I stand by it, I don't care what you say. Because now, all you're doing again is, it's like two rams, right? But if you let her fall in her hiney, right? Hopefully it doesn't, but if she's wrong, then now you have, I don't want to say ammo, but you can say, honey, we tried it your way, can we please try it my way?
Okay.
Just a suggestion.
I'll answer your question with a question.
Uh-oh.
What happens in those situations where you have to make a decision and there's no mulligans that can be had? There's no takebacks in that situation. A decision has to be made, and this decision...
Make up one for me so I can have an idea.
Kids' school.
Okay, got it.
And we got to make a decision on what school the kids are going to go to.
Uh-huh.
And she feels strong about the kids going to this school because, I don't know, it's closer to their family and she likes it.
Yeah, everybody went to that school.
Yeah.
Let's just say that.
And I like this other school because the programs of the school will do the kid better.
Like a blue
but
ribbon
school. But it's further out, and none of the kids, say it's a middle school, and none of the kids' elementary friends are going to that school.
Okay.
So they'll have to start off from scratch, and the kid doesn't want to go there because none of their friends are going. Okay. But all their friends and the family and everybody close goes to that school.
Gotcha.
And we would have support system in case we can't pick up the kid. Family lives close.
You have support system on both ends, or just the closest school?
Just the closest school.
Got it. Okay.
So my rationale and logic behind it is, even though it could be more sacrificial, it will benefit the kid in the long run to go to this better school.
Sure.
Because the kid's aptitude would be better suited at that higher end school. but support, logical.
Yeah.
Emotionally support
Sure.
and loving and nurturing friends, family, and everything's at this school.
Right.
And that's where she wants the kid to go.
Sure.
So we got to make a decision. There's not a, well, we could try your way.
Right.
And if it doesn't work out, then we could go over
Transfer
here.
them, but
Right.
yeah, you can't
So
transfer
then,
certain kids.
right.
So in that case, what's important to understand is visiting both schools.
Mm-hmm. We do all that.
Getting on the information.
Uh-huh.
Pros and cons on both ends.
Uh-huh.
That conversation.
Mm-hmm.
Then how old is the child? Give me an idea.
Well, they're 5th grade going into 6th grade because
Okay.
it's middle school. So they're turning 11.
Okay. So if both parents can't, decide equally, have a conversation with the child. It's like,
Well, you already know the kid wants to go to the school where all their friends are at.
so what's the problem?
The problem is that school doesn't have the curriculum that would support the kids' better growth and prepare them better for life.
That's your opinion.
No.
Whoa.
Remember, we visited the school.
Yes,
This
I
is a
understand.
traditional public school,
I understand
and
that.
this
They
is a
have magnets or
STEM
whatever.
excelled magnet
I
school.
get it. But it's the kid
It's not
ready.
an opinion.
It's the kid
Yes,
ready
I said
for
that. Yes, the kid's aptitude shows that they would be better suited in this school. Remember, this is one of my kids.
Yeah.
So
smart.
yeah. So yes, if the kid goes over here, they'll excel. If they go over here, they'll regress.
Okay. So what's best for the child in the long term?
By my opinion,
Right.
going to a better school that would challenge them, that would make them better suited to be more success in life.
Sure.
Get them on a better track for life.
What's the plan B if no one can pick them up? Like you and Mama Bear is stuck in traffic. Can't pick them up. Because she said that was one of the situations because the first school, you
Yeah,
have
that
family
was-
members that can help pick them up and all that.
Right. But that is an excuse that would be used. If
No, I'm
this
just
is
asking.
right.
What would be-
Well, this and this is a made up analogy because this
yeah.
didn't happen.
Of
But
course.
in this made up analogy, that could be one of the arguments that she would present to win her case. And I would say, well, based on that, we would have to be adults and responsible about the situation. There can't be a we can't do it.
Correct.
The school has
how we can
buses.
do it.
We got to make it happen.
Yes.
And I've worked at jobs on the other side of Atlanta and told my boss, hey, gotta leave. I gotta pick up my kid.
Yes.
It gotta happen.
Yes.
It's that simple. It's not
I agree.
well, what if we can't? It's your child. You gotta do that.
In this case, how I'm looking at it, because I'm not as logical as you are,
Right.
But I can be in certain cases. But in this case, I would go with your recommendation because we're looking at the longevity of our child's education, right? So the conversation let's just say me and my missus were having the same scenario, right? It just makes sense where we have to plan ahead of time as much as possible.
Right.
If we have to pay extra for the bus service, right? Or
Right.
does the child have to have like a kid's Uber account? You
Right.
know what? And I control it, whatever
Right.
it is. But in the long run, if my child goes to the closest school and it's gonna go backwards, because of the lack of
Stimulus.
and hanging out versus trying to study. I want to give my child the best option for their education based
Right.
on their wants and needs.
Right. But see, that's the logical side of you saying that. Again, we're dealing. Wow, that's a difference.
Yeah. Hello.
I'm
Welcome
getting
back,
excited.
Sarah.
I know.
Yeah.
Jeez,
You're
that's
leaning
gonna
forward.
be
That means you like it.
edit point. Anyway, but but the problem with that is on the emotional side will never see that point. They'll be like, yeah, but they don't have any friends over there. And hold on, because you're about to argue my side. Like you're arguing my side because I'm making. That's the point I'm making. But on her side would be, yeah, but the kid doesn't have any friends. And we know the kid's already socially awkward, which on the rational side, I don't care. They'll make friends naturally because they'll be around people of the same aptitude and the same challenge level as them.
Yeah.
So they'll make friends according to what they're capable of doing.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking. But to her, it'd be, yeah, but these are friends that have done sleepovers when she was like in first grade.
They still can sleep over.
And right, but in her head, all these kids are gonna grow apart from her because they've been friends ever since kindergarten. And then if my mom needs me to go or needs to pick them up because you're at work and I'm at work or doing something and the kid is sick, my mom can always pick up the kid over here. My mom can't pick up the kid over there. You know, that's going to be the argument. And she would never see that argument. In her head, that school makes no sense whatsoever because emotionally, there's no connection to that school. Correct. So what that the kid can excel and further down the road, it would make the kid a better person.
Right.
All she could see is
not a
2
better
feet.
person, it could just a better career.
Which,
it's not a
for
better
somebody
person.
rational, that makes them a better person.
No.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Sorry, bro.
Yes.
Red flag on this one.
Yes. Come on,
Emoji
man.
red flag.
Come on. Okay, somebody. All right. I can't name anybody who doesn't have a good career who is not. You know what?
Come on, son.
I'm not gonna argue that. You're right.
Thank
Because
you,
there's
sir.
some people with great careers who are bad people.
And they're depressed and they're like, I hate this thing, but it makes me money.
You're right. You're right. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. Okay. So it'll make that person better suited for financial stability.
I agree. Yes.
Okay. We'll leave it on that
Yes,
one.
sir.
Not a better person.
Yeah.
But she won't be able to see that because she's more suited towards what's in front of her face right now emotionally. If the kid goes to this school, the kid will feel better and feel safer because her friends are there. People that she knows. Familiarity will be like transition from one school to the next will be easy because all my friends are there. My family's close. I could get out of school and almost walk home because it's close to the house. All that stuff. Everything just stays the same essentially. So I'm hard left. She's hard right. Where do you go on that?
You sit down as a family.
There's
and you have the conversation, honey, what is best for our child? At the end of the day, as an example, you bring out, let's just say $5, all in singles, $1 bills, right? And then you do it again with the right hand. Left hand is the current school that you want that child to go to. The right hand is the school you want them to go to. And you give $1 for each point. What makes more sense, right? And by doing that, you're actually having some sort of physical idea that she can see, not just talk about it, saying, okay, I get $1 because they're closer. Okay, you got that one, right? I get $1 because mom can pick me up. Boom. Your point is better school, better education, chances of higher income, right? Better program. This is STEM school. Which one comes out more at the end of the day, right? I have $4 here, you got $2 here at the end of the day.
On the rational side. But here's where your argument is going to start. Because they're going to start picking up dollars on the emotional.
Emotional account.
You can't say that to an emotional being.
Because you can't measure it.
You can.
You can measure your
to
anger.
an emotional being, you can measure emotion.
I get
That's
it.
just how they work.
I hear how you feel, honey. But let's look at the numbers. I hear you, and
juicy butt.
I hear you, and I understand where you're coming from. Let's look at the graduation rate in this school, for example, or let's see how many kids graduated or made it to college from this school versus this school.
and I'll play devil's advocate with you.
Oh, here we
and she'll
go.
go,
It's like ping pong.
and she'll go, no, because you're arguing my point.
Yeah, yeah.
We're preaching to the choir together. But here's what my experience of dealing with somebody who is as emotional as I am rational is. Here's what her argument be. Okay, I see that, but how happy is our kid going to be at that other school? So if they're not happy, then why would they get good grades at that school? Because if they're not happy, they're not going to want to do the work.
It's the same way if there's someone picking on our child at this old school, and
Right.
it makes them depressed.
Right, but we know nobody's going to pick at them
How?
because
It's a new
because
grade.
nobody picked at them when they were in 4th or 5th grade, when they were the big fish in the little pond. They were the popular kid, and everybody loved it. So now when they go to this new school where all their friends are going, even if somebody tried to, they're going with all their friends. If they go to this new school, they have no friends, so there's more than likely that they're going to get picked on.
It's going to build character.
Well, now you're saying that you want your kid to be beat up and bullied.
Look at it like this, my dear.
Dollar taken away.
I need 50 cents back. You know?
You see, this is how arguments start between a rational person and an emotional person.
Yeah.
Because they will quantify their emotion.
Yeah.
Now,
You
rational
gotta prove
people,
your point, either or, both of you guys.
right, and a rational person will be like, that don't make sense, and they'll be like, yes, it does. Your rationale doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
And now you're still at ground zero. So it's like you get to those crossroads, and it's like, okay, we got to go left, we got to go right. Which way are we going?
Do you want your child to be a mechanic or a doctor?
And they'll say, I want my child to be happy, whatever they want to be. I want my child to have 10 fingers and 10 toes and be happy.
And do you want your child to come home every weekend doing laundry and eating your food?
If they're
forever?
happy, especially my wife, if they're happy, they can stay home forever. Me, I'm like, hell nah. I want them out. Not because I want them out my house, but I want them to be
grow.
independent
Yes.
and flourish and enjoy this life.
Because ideally, you groomed them enough when they were a kid to be independent and
Right.
how to learn how to survive. Now
Right.
fly, little bird.
Right. Anyway, so we're going to get ready to get up. I've been King Bear in the building.
Delicious, squishy, and flavorful.
Heavy duty cutie.
And we're going
That
to
tastes good.
we're gonna see y'all on the next one. Y'all be good. Peace.